Mathematics and English language have been the thorn in the flesh of many Nigerian students due to the phobia students have for these subjects. Not to forget that these two subjects are made compulsory in the curriculum of the education in Nigeria. It is a must that students pass these two subjects. From the stable of NC Communications, a subsidiary of NC Group, presents the core subject, Solution to Mathematics and English Language, simplest approach to solving and understanding mathematics and English language.
Hello viewers, you're welcome to another episode of your lecture series tagged The Core Subject. My name is Makinde Abayomi Milekon. Today we'll be looking at a topic in mathematics called permutation and combination. Why am I taking this topic? It's because of students that are preparing for UTME exams that is coming up very soon. Now, what is permutation and what is combination? I will start with permutation. Permutation can be defined as the arrangement of objects taking into consideration different accounts. Now, when we talk about permutation, the word arrangement is very important. For example, I'll take this good illustration to explain what permutation is all about. As we all know, we have the first three men in this country, the first three men in this country who are the president, the vice president, and the senate president. Now, let's say President Buhari and Vice President Osinbajo and Bukola Saraki are to take a picture. Now, I will represent Buhari with B, I will represent Osinbajo with O, and I will represent Saraki with X. They are to take a photograph. In how many ways can they arrange themselves? Now, this is one arrangement, BOX. Buhari can stand here, Osinbajo can stand there, and Saraki can stand there. I can decide to have Buhari here, Saraki here, and Osinbajo here. This is another arrangement. I can decide to have Osinbajo here, Buhari here, and Saraki here. This is another arrangement. I can decide to have Osinbajo here, Saraki here, and then Buhari here. This is another arrangement. I can decide to have Saraki here, Buhari here, and Osinbajo here. This is another arrangement. And I can decide to have Saraki here, Osinbajo here, and Buhari here. Now, looking at what I have used as illustration, this has given us 6 different ways by which these 3 guys can take a photo shot without any obstacle. Now, again, like I said, permutation is the arrangement of objects taking into consideration different orders. Now, before we move forward, there is this important thing in permutation which is called factorial notation. Now, in English, we have this symbol, and this symbol stands for exclamatory mark. But in permutation, this symbol stands for what? Factorial. For example, if I have 4 factorial, what is 4 factorial? 4 factorial simply means I should take 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. This is 4 factorial. So 4 times 3 is what? 12. 12 times 2 is what? 24. 24 times 1 will give me what? 24. If I talk about 3 factorial, 3 factorial is the same thing as what? 3 times 2 times what? 1. 3 times 2 will give me what? 6. 6 times 1 will give me what? 6. If I talk about 5 factorial, what is 5 factorial? We can do that together. 5 factorial is what? 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. I hope this is what you have too. 5 factorial is nothing except 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. One thing you will observe from this explanation is whatever number you have here, the number will be the first figure that you will have here, and the number will keep decreasing by what? 1. Now, in a simple explanation, simply means if I have n factorial will be the same as n, because your first alphabet or your first number is repeated as the first here. The first number here is repeated as the first. The first number here is repeated as the first. So n factorial will be repeated as what? N into bracket what? N minus 1. I will reduce it by 1. The next one will be what? N minus what? 2. The next one will be what? N minus 3. And the next one will be what? N minus 4, and so on. Now let's look at it. In case of 5 factorial, simply means 5 here, which is 5. 5 minus 1 will give me what? 4. 5 minus 2 will give me what? 3. 5 minus 3 will give me what? 2. 5 minus 4 will give me what? 1. You will all observe that I'm stopping at what? 1. Now, understand the fact that 1 factorial is the same thing as what? 1 times a 0 factorial. And a 0 factorial is the same thing as what? 1. Simply means you don't go beyond 1. And 1 is the last number. Please again, note that 1 factorial is equals to 1. 2 factorial is equals to 2. 3 factorial is equals to 6 because it's 3 times 2 times 1. 4 factorial is equals to 12, which is 4 times 3. 4 factorial should be 24, which is the same thing as 4 times 3 times 2 times what? 1. Now, 0 factorial is equals to what? 1, because we don't go beyond what? 1. Now, let's look at some questions. Like the first question I have: in how many ways can the president, the vice president, and the senate president can arrange themselves to take a photograph? Now, in this question, I have the president, I have the vice president, which is Osinbajo, and I have Saraki. How many letters do I have here? I have what? 3 letters, which is the same thing as what? 3 factorial. 3 factorial will be equals to what? 3 times what? 2 times what? 1. 3 times 2 will give me what? 6. 6 times 1 will give me what? 6 ways. So they can take pictures in 6 ways. Now, let's look at another question. In how many ways can the word Kano be arranged? Now, the word Kano has how many letters? 4 letters. K-A-N-O. Now, that should be equals to what? 4 factorial. What is 4 factorial? 4 factorial is 4 times 3 times 2 times what? 1. 4 times 3 will give me what? 12. 12 times 2 will give me what? 24. That will give me what? 24 ways. Now, I'll take another.
Mathematics and English language. Simplest approach to solving and understanding mathematics and English language. Solution to mathematics and English language. Simplest approach to solving and understanding mathematics and English language.
I've talked to you today on a great topic, which is called money and how to manage your money. First of all, I would like to ask you, how did you manage your income monthly? But I have a perfect solution for you that will help you manage your money perfectly and nicely. First of all, you have to know that you have to put down your monthly budget. That is what you have to know, your monthly income. Analyze it, put it down very well and be able to understand it. So have to get in that. What do you need to do anything else is to discipline yourself on how you spend your money. Don't spend the money you are anticipating, but also the money that you have in hand. Because when you spend the money you have anticipated, that is budgeting on what you haven't gotten, it is not very good. You have to spend the money on what you have in hand, so that when the money you have expected comes, you don't have a problem in solving it. So now let's talk about many people having money, calling money is a source of all evil. But I don't think that. Money also brings happiness. How does money bring happiness to our life? First of all, you will have money. You get many things. Many people get their companies through the money they have. They get investment through the money they have. Many people get happiness in the families through the money they have. How did they get this money? First of all, you have a money and your wife is about to deliver. How do you get the happiness you want to have? It is by putting that aside, putting out the money, taking out the hospital and having a baby. And that is the happiness the money has given to you. You have money, you buy a land, you build a house, it's happiness. Money brings happiness in so many ways. So how like you to change the fact that money is all sorts of evil and put on the fact that you know that money brings happiness also to our lives. So I hope that with this few words of mine, you understand that money is very important in our life. But how do you manage your money? Know that you have to put all your interest in the money. Not just all your interest, but you discipline yourself on how to spend it. Don't just spend the money anyhow you feel like. You have to know your monthly budget. How? You know that this is what I need in a month, this is what I don't need in a month. You know that this is what I'm expecting, this is what I'm to do. So you have to put the money on those things. You know your family needs, you know that my family needs this, my family needs that. You have to know all that. As a father, you know you have kids, goes to school, children goes to school. You are a mother, you know you need many things in the kitchen. Or you are a sister, you know you need many things for yourself. You are supposed to know how to spend your money very brilliantly and very nice. So I hope that I'll be able to convince you that you know that money is not a source of all evil, but also brings happiness, and a good proper management of your money would help you so much. Thank you very much. Namaste. My name Janelle.
Mathematics and English language. Simplest approach to solving and understanding mathematics and English language.
Hello viewers, you're welcome again to your TV lecture series, The Core Subjects. I am your host, Adeshola Olaniyi, and today we are looking at conjunctions, collocation of conjunctions in English. Conjunctions are words that would link sentences. However, there are some conjunctions that come in pair. Once you use one of these conjunctions, it means that you've implied or you are going to use what the second conjunction. For example, we have words like correlative such as what? Either collocating with what? Or. You can have either the boy or the girl is here. So you have either collocating with what? Or. So we have words like this in English that are always in pair. I'll give you a list of some of these words and how they are used. Some of them come in form of what? Adjectives. Some of them come in form of adverbs, and they have to go with another adverbs. While some are in comparative form. Examples. We have hardly had collocating with when. Because hardly here is an adverb, it must go with another adverb. No sooner. No sooner we collocate with than. We also have no alternative. Collocating with but. But when there's a comparative form, such as what? No other alternative. It will collocate with than. Be very mindful, no alternative collocating with but no other alternative, because of the order there, it collocates with what? Than. Now, sometimes the word alternative may be removed, and you may have what? No what? Choice. No choice collocating with but, and no other choice. We collocate with than. It's just a question of what? Changing the structure. Apart from these forms, we also have other forms, such as although. Although will collocate with yet. However, we should be very careful with this. Why? We have to be very careful with this. When although, that is the subordinate part, is separated by a comma, the yet will be removed. Let me give it an illustration. Although the boy came early, yet he was not allowed into the hall. You will notice that there is no comma separating the subordinate part from the main clause, where although collocates with what? Yet in this expression. However, if we have a situation where a comma is used to separate the subordinate clause from the main clause, then we don't use what? Yet there. Example, although the boy came early, use a comma to separate it, he was not allowed into the hall. Because of the comma here, we don't need another word to collocate with although. Now what we just have here is what? Subordinate clause and a main clause coming after it. However, when we have what? Although collocating with what? With yet. We have what? Two structures but then not separated by a comma. Now, we also have words such as what? Neither collocating with none in the negative. Neither collocating with none. And these words, these are the expressions that link us or that what? That
Mathematics and English language. Simplest approach to solving and understanding mathematics and English language. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed this episode. For your comments, suggestions, and constructive criticisms, please visit our website www.ncgroupafrica.com or call these following numbers 080-623-15175 or 080-284-96400. Now, improve your spoken English and understand the basic principle of grammar. Grab a copy of Compendium of English Grammar by Shola Owofalaju. Call 080-230-74797. Do you want to be financially free? Do you want to be financially disciplined? Do you aspire to be financially great? Then grab a copy of Financial IQ by Kenny Newton Grillo. Call 080-284-96400.
Yeah. Hello, you. It's a boy, Jerry Lever. You're amazing. It's what keeps him. Yeah. Oh.
Listen, Nani Chineke. God over everything. I'm reading my Bible, everything. I can do anything. Money, power, fame, without God, no be anything. Stay focused, keep up, so he's everything. God, you need is within. Taking the gospel to Sweden. Now I'm living, I'm breaking the rules like that. There's lines in. Even devil self, no be test my shine on. Getting down with his word, you better switch your mind up.
Sunshine, moon, star.